Yeah, I think this will be just a precursor for that tour. I'm sure this will certainly encourage the others to sort of take decisions. We can't enforce it on them, and they have taken decisions. We have to respect that. But certainly, as you said, if things go well, this is a huge thing for the future, for not only for them, for all countries to be here. Yeah, well, it has been raining and it has been humid today. Yeah, well, saying that even before we came here, the preparations were hampered by rain. It's raining. It seems as if it's raining in the whole world. So it's been raining there. We haven't. We had only a day's training outside, and day before we had previous to day before we had one here, and today was one. So the prep hasn't been all that good, but that's not going to be an excuse which I will give. Because they are professional players, even though there aren't 10 players who haven't been here. The people who have taken the place of theirs are aware that they are being challenged to do well. It's for their futures also. So hope things will be okay and there won't be any rain. There are various ways of motivating them. One is a challenge, and one is talking about the Pakistan team being the giants, the Goliaths, and we are not being the giants, and that's sort of the way in which we will motivate ourselves, and knowing that they are professionals, we are professionals, and we take it as on the same page. We sort of know what the playing 11 is, and well, as I said, the challenge today was the heat. Suddenly, from the rain, you come to the heat, but the focus was for the batsmen was to know what they are going to face and sort of to do that match simulated things which we discussed at training, and whatever they wanted to try, they should be trying. As well as for the bowlers, we sort of put a picture on a name, a Pakistani name on one of our players. So that was simulated like that. So if it was a left-hander, it was Fakar, or it was someone else who was right-handed, like that. It was simulated like that, and well, various other small intricacies which we did. Well, as a coach and as players, well, that's our challenge. In the World Cup, nobody gave us any hope of beating England, and that's one of the things which we would sort of take for this match also. And we were number 9 at that stage, and England was top of the range, and they eventually won the World Cup. So it's a similar situation, and as I said earlier, well, we are encouraged and we are playing to win. We are playing to win. Yeah. Well, a good question, but it's generalized to the whole lot. It's not only for one player. I don't think. Well, why we are saying we are not giants is we are minus 10, 9 or 10. So otherwise we would be on a similar page. We are not. I expect everybody to come out with the X factor. What I sort of motivated them was to say that everybody has the X factor, and that's why they are here. And that's why anybody plays at the top level, because they have the X factor. I mean, people like Malinga and others, they bring out the X factor more often than not. So who knows, on that particular day when they bring out the X factor, that's what I need as a coach, what we need as a team, what we need as a country. Well, I don't know what ICC has done with those former players. It's not my concern. If they have taken them to task, they have taken them to task. Well, at the moment, we don't think we have issues like that. I think it's all dealt with. The board was aware of things what has happened in the past. The boys are educated on that all the time, like would be well, any team, like maybe Pakistan and the subcontinent, well, all teams would be. And I think that's dealt with, but it's reminded of all the time, and it hasn't hurt us, because I don't think any player is involved with that. I think it's a similar question like the first one. I think it is challenging. It's very challenging. When you put it on paper, it's even more challenging. So those are the challenges which we are expecting. But we have come to play, we have come to win. And it's not in a braggish way, but we have come to compete. And at the end of the day, we would like to, well, what we discussed was winning. And we are planning to win. So whether the outcomes will be different, I don't know. Well, God only knows that. Well, I'm very privileged to be here. Well, I was privileged as a player to be here, and I've enjoyed all the tours here. Well, got on very well with the players in the past. I mean, very big names who's even leading your country now, and very privileged to be here. He's been very encouraging the time I was playing. He had me in his room for 45 minutes. I really appreciate that. That's one of the things which I really appreciate most. And well, he's been a great friend of Sri Lanka. He's been a great friend of ours, and I think he's leading you well too. So that's the hardest question so far. Yeah. Well, we've got a Chinaman bowler, we've got a leg spinner, who's coming out well in Banindo Hasiranga. We've got fast bowlers. Well, there's no Malinga, but I'm just talking about the others. There's Isarudana, there's Lahiru Kumara, who's a youngster who's bowling extremely fast in our terms. There's Kasum Rajita. So there are a few guys who are there who still to prove themselves at the international level. So what we said was this is their chance, isn't it? This is their chance, and hopefully they'll take it with both hands and do well. So batsmen, there are a few. There's Tirimana there, and there's a few guys who can come and upset the apple cart, so to speak. But let's see how it goes. Pakistani food, it's just that we are unable to do that. We respect the security things of that, and we are provided security which I have never seen even on TV. Somebody has been like that, provided like that. And well, they say only to prime ministers and to presidents they do provide like that, but I don't know whether even in Sri Lanka they will provide security like that. Well, other countries I wouldn't know, but we are protected really well, and I understand there's no 100% thing to say, but well, they are doing their best to have us inside. We have to respect that and be inside. Well, I understand. Well, I was not here. I was, I think, in China or someplace. When I heard that, I was shocked, and I couldn't believe it happened. And well, I'm very sorry for the loss of life. I'm sorry for the loss of life what happened even in Sri Lanka. And but saying that, well, I don't think we can blame anybody for that. I mean, we have to all be educated in a sense of knowing we have to respect human life, and that's the most important thing in life. So I really feel sorry for the families, and I think of the players, our players who sort of went through that, because it was quite traumatic also. And it's something which I cannot sort of fathom out. Oh well, we are looked after very well, but I cannot, well, they have to come and experience it, isn't it? But I can say to our board, I can say, well, my experience is the security is immense. It's really fantastic. Those guys are really top-notch guys, and well, I think we have to wait through when everything is finished. That's when everybody can talk about it and take decisions. මම හිතන්නේ අවුෙන්න අපිට කිසි වරදක් නැහැ. අර එකපාරටම අර අතනින් මෙතනට වෙනිසයි ඒක අමාරුනේ. උයි ලංකාවෙත් වැස්සනේ. ඉතින් ඒක නිසා අපි අවුවට ගියේ නැහැ හුඟක් කාලෙකට. ඉතින් ඒ නිසාම තමයි අපිට ටිකක් අද අමාරු වගේ තේරුනේ. නැත්තම් කාලගුණේ ඒ හා සමානයි. ඉතින් මම හිතනවා ඒක එච්චරම චැලෙන්ජ් එකක් නෙවෙයි. ඒ වුණා චැලෙන්ජ් එක වෙන්නේ හෙට මැච් එක ගහලා කොහොමද අපි 11ක කම්පීට් කරන්න කියලා අර ඊයේ මම කිව්වා වගේම. නේෂන් එක අපි විකට් එක බලලා එතකොටයි අපි ඒක තෝරන්නේ. මම හිතනවා මේක හොඳ බැටිං විකට් එකක් වෙයි කියලා එහෙමයි අපිට තේරෙන්නේ. ඉතින් අපි පළමු ඉස්සරහට යද්දී හෙට වෙද්දී අපි හිතාගෙන ඉන්නේ ටීම් එක ඒක නිසාම අරන් එන්න ඒ විදිහට. ඔය අහන්නේ මොකද්ද අපි කළා තින්නේ එකෙන් අයින් වෙන්න එහෙමද? ඔව් අපි හිතාන් හිටියා දැන් කතා නොකර ඉන්න එක. උන දේවල් වුණා. ඒක ඉවරයි. ඉතින් අපි දැන් ආවේ සංචාරයකට ආවේ මෙහෙ මැච් ගහන්න ආවේ. ඉතින් අපි කතා කරන්නේ ඒක ගැන විතරයි. ඉතින් අපි හැම එක්කෙනාට මේ කිව්වා හැම එක්කෙනාම ඒක මේ හොඳට රෙස්පෙක්ට් කරනවා. ඉතින් මම දවස් 4ක් විතර ඇති ඒක කියලා. ඒක දැන් වෙනවා. ඔය අනේජත් ඒක කිව්වා ඒකලන්ට.